let's do that. Right. So, as I said before, I'm assuming you all know the basics of how to play Werewolf, so I'm not going to go over those sort of things. I'll just say that I will be doing the same as Tom does in the Dice Tower ones. We'll have 3 votes each night. On top of that, there could be an additional vote not to kill anyone at all. If that passes, we'll go to sleep. And then if whatever happens at the end of the 3rd vote, we go to sleep. And as Joseph said earlier, if you could all go to sleep and not talk after the 3rd vote, that'd be absolutely brilliant. The roles we will be having tonight are an indeterminate amount of villagers and werewolves. Okay. We will be having the troublemaker. So the troublemaker is a villager. And on one of the nights, they will choose to kill 2 people the following day. I will wake them up each night. And if you want to have the 2 killings, just give me a thumbs up. And if you don't want to have the killings, just give me a thumbs down.
But what are you going to have? 2 separate votes and 2 separate nominations?
I will say at the start of the day that there is going to be 2 killings today. There will be that day. There could be 6 votes. 1, 2, 3 for the first one. 1, 2, 3 for the second one.
Okay.
And if somebody wants to do no killing on the first vote, we would still have killing on the second vote, and vice versa. So there would be. You could have, if somebody chooses to do no killing on the first one, there will still be the chance of the second killing. However, you could then also on the second killing choose to have no killing again. I think that sounds right.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
We are going to be having the seer, which is pretty normal. The seer, once per night, if you could, when I tell you to wake up, just write the name of somebody you want to know about, and I will tell you whether they are a werewolf or not. Okay? How you want to share that information is up to you, if you want to share that information.
And what's your reaction going to be? Is this yes werewolf, not a werewolf?
Yes for a werewolf, and no for not. Oh, I have to raise my hands a bit higher. Sorry, no for not a werewolf.
Okay. I just know some people get confused first watching videos.
Yes for werewolf.
Okay.
No. For
perfect.
werewolf. And if you could try not to do something funny, if you have found a werewolf, so to make you not laugh, that'd be brilliant. Because last night, whoever was the seer made Tom laugh a couple of times with their reaction when they did find the werewolf. So please don't do that.
Okay.
It's also quite good if you what else? Yeah, you talked about the seer.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, I forgot about it instantly.
Okay.
I don't know.
We are the one I was getting really confused with at the start is the hoodlum. The hoodlum is on their own team. They can win with the villagers. They can win with the werewolves. On the very first night, they would choose 2 players. They will wake up. They would choose 2 players, and those 2 players have to be dead at the end of the game, and the hoodlum has to be alive. And if that happens, then the hoodlum wins. So they're on a team on themselves. They will win with villagers or werewolves. Choose 2 people on the first night, and if those 2 people are dead, no matter who they are, the hoodlum will win at the end of the game. Okay.
I remember what I was going to say. Like when you die, you even if you're involved in the game, you still need to turn off your microphone and camera and not say anything. So
yeah,
we had that happen a few days ago in a game where someone talked when they were dead, and that almost messed up the game a little bit.
And Joseph was super mad.
Yeah, I got a little bit mad because I was trying to fool everyone.
Okay, right. We are also going to have in this a mayor. The mayor, when the votes happen, the mayor's vote will count twice because they're the most important person in the village. They are the mayor. They are the ruler of it.
How do you spell that?
Mayor, M-A-Y-O-R.
The mayor,
okay,
it's the mayor, the mayor. Yeah, but the British.
Sorry, yes. I thought we'd go for a bit of a British theme.
I thought you were talking about like the female version of a
That's
horse.
extra great. I love the accent, the British accent.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I love it.
Okay, so they have a double vote all the
Yes.
time, or
every single time. They have no say in whether to choose it or not. It has to be a double vote every time. So what will happen at the end of each vote? I will tell you the number the number to keep the person alive and the number to kill the person. So maybe with a bit of maths, you can
So
work
we don't
out.
know who it is and so on.
You will
It's
not,
a
well,
villager.
unless they come out, but yeah, you won't know who it is. But
So it may
maybe
be
you could give them
4-4 in the votes, for example, but it's still going to be 5-4, judging by the mayor's vote, right? Counting it as 2, right? For
Yeah,
example,
so-
if we're 8 people and the vote is 4-4 for someone, it can be 5-4 in either way because of the mayor's vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I get that
Calculating it
wrong.
That's
twice.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
actually
you
fun.
can't, if you're the mayor, you
Power.
can't do one up and one down. You know, you're basically doing up and it's down
Split
to
yeah,
your
yeah.
vote.
down is
If you want to say who
So-
you are, then you're
Nullify.
going.
okay.
Somebody tried that last night.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to be playing with the Cursed, who is on the Werewolf. Well, initially the Cursed is on the Villagers team. However, if they get killed at night, they will be on the. They won't get killed. In fact, they will turn to a werewolf. So what will happen that night is in the morning I will say nobody died.
So
Oh.
tell us again, Simon.
So you've
So-
got a cursed villager, Steve,
A
and then when
cursed
he
villager.
dies during the night, he
Okay.
becomes a werewolf. He
Yeah.
doesn't die.
And any night.
Any night, if they
Any
die
night.
during the day, they are dead.
Yeah. So curse does not work during the day. He dies just like a regular villager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We will also have, because I'm really going for the sort of the British
English,
class
right?
system, we will be playing with the Prince. The Prince
Wait
is a
up, Simon.
we'll be playing with the Prince. The Prince is a villager. If the Prince gets lynched, they reveal that they are the Prince and they survive the lynching. And then we go to sleep as normal.
Survives one time.
Yes, one time.
During the day only.
During the day only.
Okay.
And
Did everybody get that, guys? Because Simon, you glitched for a moment there.
yeah,
You
my
just
internet
gonna-
went down for a bit. So
Yeah.
I will say it again. The Prince is a villager. If they are killed during the day, they have to reveal themselves as the Prince and they survive. And then we will go directly to the night phase. If they are
Mhm.
killed at night, they are dead.
Okay.
Do you want us to announce we're the prince, or will you just say it?
No.
I will say it if it makes it
Okay.
easier.
I
And
just want to make sure on that one.
that is the last of the roles. I tried to make it quite simple. There was one thing that I liked, but I misread the rules. So it's going to be a bit more complicated than I wanted it to be, but I thought I'd better do it properly by the rules. We'll also be using the Amulet of Protection.
Mm.
The way the Amulet of Protection works is I will tell, sorry, I should have said this earlier. Oh, somebody's, I will tell you in a bit in the chat which role you all have. And I'll tell somebody that they have the Amulet of Protection, but I will not tell them what role they are. So you will not know straight away what you are. However, on the first night, the very first thing I will do is I will tell you what role you are. I will say, can the person who has the amulet wake up? And I will show you what role you are. Okay. And then if you're a werewolf, because it could be completely random, it could be the amulet could be on the team werewolf, or it could be on somebody else. On the very so on the very first night, I tell you what you are, and then from then on, you can act as if you are that character. So you are a werewolf, or you are a villager, or whatever. Okay. And then in subsequent nights, the very first thing I'll do is I'll say, can the holder of the amulet wake up, please? And then you wake up and you need to choose somebody to pass the amulet onto. So you just write the name of the person you're going to be passing the amulet onto. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I will type in the chat, I will type the person that they have the amulet. So when you wake up in the morning, please look at your chat. I say don't use chat, sorry, this time do use chat. Check your chat to see if you have the amulet, okay? The amulet protects the person who owns it from death. So if you own the amulet and you are killed during the day, I will say that you there is the person has been killed. However, they were protected by the amulet. Everyone still goes to sleep. At night, I will say in the morning that there have been nobody has died. If you have, you will know that the amulet person. Well, there might be other reasons why somebody hasn't died in the night. For example, the cursed. But I will say during the night in the day that nobody died that night. if somebody
But
was.
when during the night do the amulet pass on?
So the
First
very
thing, right?
first thing every night,
Very
the amulet
first, okay.
pass on.
So
Does it ever
basically,
get
if I
destroyed?
Yes. So if the amulet is passed to somebody who has already owned the amulet is destroyed.
Okay.
oh, but we
See,
don't know
werewolves
that.
should just pass it back and forth.
Yes. And also if somebody doesn't pass it on, the amulet is destroyed. So
Okay.
please check your chats in the mornings to see if you have the amulet, because if you forget to pass it on, it's gone.
So basically, it's even more important in this game that we don't use the chat for other things, because
Yes.
we need to see that clearly.
Yeah.
But so what's
That's
the? Oh, this is confusing. So yeah, so if let's say I get it from the start,
Yeah.
then I would try to pass it on to someone that I think is good.
Yeah.
Or if I'm a werewolf, to another
A
werewolf.
werewolf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, as you said there, if I mean, what's it called to that? Like, if I'm a werewolf, we're gonna just bounce it so it gets destroyed, right?
Yeah, probably. But then
Yeah.
that might,
Well, because a person can only have it once.
the person can only have it once, correct?
Okay.
And you
And
will
you
still
won't know who
call.
gave it to you, right?
Yes, if it's been destroyed, I will still call it every night.
Okay.
Can the person who has the amulet wake up, please?
Yeah, you never know who gave it to you. That we don't have
Know
that
who gave it to
information.
you at all?
You
no.
just know that you have it at the
Just know-
for
yeah,
the
Right,
for
but
the.
have it.
a villager could pass it on accidentally to a werewolf,
That's
Yep.
true.
but a werewolf will never pass it on to a villager.
Probably.
Possibly, but but depending on we'll see how it goes. And it might be that people come out during the day and say, I have the amulet and I'm going to pass it on to this person. Don't know. It's
Oh,
up
you
to
can
how
share the
truthful.
information. Nice.
I just wanted to ask about the amulets as well. I think you
Yeah.
did say this, but if I passed it to Joseph, for example, in the night,
Yeah.
and he was killed by the werewolves that night, it would be him that was protected.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
the
that's
very
what
first thing that
happened
happened.
first.
The amulet is
Yeah.
passed on first.
And the
Okay.
other thing was, you said the original amulet holder, they in the first night will find out their real role.
Yeah.
Is that via the chat, or will you say that out loud?
I will say, can the holder of the amulet wake up, and I will write down on a bit of paper what role they have.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. think- is
Also,
anyone-
if the amulet protects someone, for example, Joseph has it. I pass it to Joseph. Joseph dies. Should be dying during the night. He has the amulet. He gets protected. Does the amulet get destroyed, or we can pass it on?
No,
still?
if it
Okay.
only gets destroyed if it doesn't get passed on, or it gets passed on to somebody who has already owned it.
Already had it. Yeah.
Oh, so we don't have to pass it on. So if I start as a werewolf, I can just choose to not pass it on.
And then that's
And
the
it's
end of
gone
the
straight
amulet.
away.
then.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, basically, I would pass it to the other werewolf once, so they are protected once at least.
I don't know if I've ever said it's gone straight away, but I get the idea.
I'm hoping it's gonna start with the villager team, and then a random villager will just make the mistake.
We will see. Right. Has anyone else got any questions?
Does the amulet protect the cursed? If you're cursed and you get targeted to die, will the amulet protect you from flipping?
I will say, because you don't technically die, you don't turn into a werewolf. So I will say yes, the amulet protects you from turning into a werewolf if you have it. Okay.
Okay.
What was the cursed again? I think I missed that one when I wrote them down.
So the cursed person, if they are killed at night, they are turned into a werewolf.
Okay.
So initially they're on the villagers team, and then if they get killed at night, they are on the werewolf team. If they're
So the way
killed
we
at
like
day, they are
Sasquatch
dead.
minus the Sasquatch rule.
Yes, it's kind of Sasquatch minus
Okay.
Sasquatch. I kind of without getting into all the arguments about you have to, the Sasquatch forces you to kill on the first night and all things like that. I thought in a smaller sort of thing like that, it doesn't matter
Right.
so much to sort of speed the pace up, sort of thing. Although it won't, yeah.
So we have the troublemaker, the seer, the prince, the mayor, the hoodlum, the cursed, and then werewolves and villagers, and then
Yes.
the amulet holder. Okay.
Can you
And the
repeat the
hoodlum.
hoodlum again?
So the hoodlum is on a team. They're on a team by themselves, but they the very first night they will choose 2 people to
Oh yeah, it's the one. Yeah.
to kill.
They have to
sorry,
die.
that they want
Yeah.
to die. If those 2 people die and the hoodlum is alive at the end of the game, they win no matter what. However, the villagers.
And do you want that information by chat? Do you want that information
So,
conveyed to you by chat?
so I will tell the hoodlum to wake up the first night and say
Okay.
the names of the 2 people.
Okay.
Right. Is everything good now? Cool. Right. I will start just telling people their roles. If you have a chat for 5 minutes, and then we'll hopefully be good to go. Right. So I think I'm ready. So if everybody could go to sleep, if we're ready to start the first night, is everyone ready?
So the amulet holder doesn't find out right now. They find out the following night, right?
No. So the first night, the amulet holder will find out what their role is. So in 1 second, I'm about to tell the amulet holder what they.
Simon, just remember to mute us all, okay?
Thank you very much for reminding me.
Yeah.
I will do that. Right. Oh, yes, there. So mute all. Allow people. Yes, you should all be muted. Excellent. Brilliant. Yes. So everybody, please go to sleep. Okay. And please, could the person who holds the amulet wake up? Brilliant. This is your role. Okay. Thank you. Amulet holder, please go to sleep. Please could the hoodlum wake up? And hoodlum, would you like to write the name of 2 people who you would like, well, to be dead at the end of the game, please? Thank you very much, hoodlum. Hoodlum, please go to sleep. Okay. Werewolves, wake up and have a look and see who each other are, just so you know each other. Give yourselves a wave so you can see each other. Okay, cool. Thank you, werewolves. And werewolves, go to sleep. Seer, wake up. Okay, thank you. And Seer, go to sleep. Troublemaker, wake up. Would you like to have 2 killings today? Thank you, Troublemaker. Please go to sleep. Okay, and I will unmute you all, and everybody wake up. Welcome to the village of Great Snoring. There has been lots of sleep happening on last night, and unfortunately, the fantastic king of your kingdom, King Simon, has been killed. He was a great and noble prince. Great and noble king. You're a bit worried because the prince has been left in charge, and nobody has any idea who the prince is because the prince has been hiding in the castle for a long, 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 long time. So Great Snoring has become a village with no leader. Let's see what happens.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Pretty much.
Well, we can't start by asking whether the Sasquatch should reveal himself.
I don't
know where else to start.
Nor the tenor, right?
Right.
So yeah, if the werewolves please reveal themselves.
Yeah.
That would help.
Well, if the cursed wants to reveal themselves, we can lynch them today, and then they'll be on the villager team, rather than becoming a werewolf.
Is that, well, they just are out of the game, right? They probably don't want to do that.
A villager, they end up getting to join the side of good.
Yeah.
One step closer to a werewolf.
Die a hero before you become a villain.
Without something like the Sasquatch, then how bad do we think it would be to just not kill somebody on the first day and let the seer get more information?
I was trying to figure out the same thing. What would be the disadvantage if we don't kill?
Only the opportunity to find out and kill a werewolf during the day. Because
right, I understand, but
only that one.
If there's 11 of us, there's at least 2 werewolves. I think we were told. Look at each other. So the chances are greater that you'll kill a villager if we do it randomly.
The majority of villagers have special roles. If we randomly go to kill someone, they'll probably claim what their role is. The risk is we go and randomly kill the seer. But if we randomly kill the prince or the mayor, they'll tell us they're that, and then if no one else claims, at least we start to know safe people. And if we pick a werewolf,
Only how many werewolves do we think there are, realistically? Probably about 2? 2 plus the curse?
Yeah, not more than 2, because like one, there's the cursed as well, so.
Yeah.
If there were just one, then we could win on the first day. And
Right.
Yeah, it's probably 2.
yeah, with the hoodlum, we've only
So
got
2 out of 11 is probably not worth going
10.
for when there's so many powerful
I,
rolls.
I'm always on the kill each day team though, because it's like the math is against us if we just keep the days going. The werewolves are not gonna die during the night, so.
Okay, should we just start a nomination just to see votes?
If you kill someone like the seer, doesn't that kind of really put us in a bad position? If we were to just randomly...
It does, yeah.
It does, but if you don't take any risks at all, the seer won't find both werewolves and the curse before the werewolves have killed enough villagers. Make it really difficult. Okay, I'm happy to nominate then Rob because he didn't want to kill anyone and I got nothing to go on.
Okay. I'll second it.
Okay, it's been who was it seconded? Sorry, Colton. Thank you. So, Rob, what is your defense?
So I'm normal villager in this game. The reason I didn't even think we should do it, I was just putting it out there, whether or not we should kill anybody, just because, yeah, like we said, there's so few werewolves that the chance of killing a villager is very high, and also just without the Sasquatch, there's not the kind of imperative that we have to do it. But I also did just think that what might be good as well is to just have a few nominations, because I think somebody said this, to see votes, because then we can maybe figure out who the mayor is. So
that's true. Do we want to single them out? I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Someone could just
see how apparent it becomes.
Yeah, if it's, I think if it's 4-4, it won't be clear early. But if it were like 10-1 or something like that,
well, it'd be 10-2.
Exactly. Then we would know who the mayor is.
Yeah.
Is Rob included in the voting? If we all vote, does Rob get a vote?
Yes.
Yes, everyone participates, especially the person who's heads on the block, definitely. So I think we've had the defense now.
When he votes down, we get really confused.
Yeah, I am just a villager.
There's no Tanner in this one. So yeah, votes in the middle. I'll say 3, 2, 1, and at 1 either thumb up to keep alive, thumb down to kill. Ready? And and can you keep them? Also keep them up because it takes me a long time to count. I'm a bit slow at counting, so keep the thumbs up or down for a while, please. So 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay, thank you. So we have Elliot down, Alyssa down, and that's it. So there are 2 votes down and 10 votes up.
Okay.
I made it easy to count.
Okay. Yeah, so that clears those 2 as the mayor. I guess that's information.
Well, you said 2 votes down, right?
Yeah, 2 votes down.
Those are probably the werewolves, right? It's easy.
So if you told us, for example, 2 votes down, are you telling us, had one of those votes been the mayor, would you have told us 3 votes down?
If one of those people with the mayor, if
because
it would be 9-3.
Yeah, there was 9 of us. And he said 10 up.
So Elliot and Alyssa can't be the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something for notes.
Maybe we should not be. I don't know.
We know something.
I have a question.
We know more than what we started with.
Wait. Is it better to just play the mayor with Simon telling us the voting is successful or unsuccessful, or no? For example, Rob doesn't die.
Yeah.
And he doesn't tell us the number of the votes.
There is one variant that I saw Bessie Games do.
I think that's better.
YouTube video. Then everybody closed their eyes during the voting, so you didn't know who voted up and who voted down. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, that's
no. Maybe I'm leaning more towards not finding out who the mayor is so easily.
Okay.
Only when it's 5-5, and someone dies, then we know the mayor on which team the mayor is, but we don't know who the mayor is.
Each person could make that calculation for themselves.
Yeah,
We are going to know who the mayor is after about 5-6 votes, probably would be.
maybe. But
Yeah.
if Simon tells us the numbers, then we will know maybe.
Yeah, I kind of feel
But if we don't get the numbers,
We
we still don't know. For example, in this if in this vote, I'm sorry for taking the time, but just saying, if in this vote, if we didn't know that it's 10-2, we wouldn't have guessed that the mayor is on our team, on the voting up team.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but if we
I
we
kind
know
of
that
agree.
it's
I
10
kind of
to,
agree because it's dangerous if we can out the mayor, because then the
Yeah.
werewolf will just kill him. or
Yep.
her.
yep.
Yeah, and it gets rid of any strategy of someone deciding whether to claim it or not if we're going to know them anyway.
That's true. That's
So
true.
Basically,
how
what,
do we?
what you're asking is that Simon only says, did the vote pass or did it not pass?
Yeah.
Okay, would everybody be happy for me to do that? Just tell you if it passed or not passed.
I think if you say no, you're going to get accused of being a werewolf.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Like, no, I
apologies
wanna
for
know
the
who they
confusion
are.
there. We'll do it like that from now on. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, Colton, you wanna know what the numbers are?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay. No. Well. I was just suggesting it because
Oh yeah, you're right.
it's both. It has both positives for the werewolf
Yeah,
and
it
the.
counts both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because I think they are powerful for the village team to keep alive, and I think
And
it'll
the
be
mo-
too easy for the werewolves to find.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
And the more confusion, the more interesting the game is. If you ask me, for example. For me.
Okay.
But
Okay,
not
we'll do
everyone
that.
likes the randomness effect, so I'm just suggesting it.
Okay. Cool.
It helps
That's
the
fine.
villagers for sure. So, on the first vote of the first day, Elliot, why did you vote to kill?
I just started to get feeling that when I started to hear his excuses and sort of a bit of a smile, and also he claimed to be an ordinary villager. I'm an ordinary villager. I'm assuming 2 werewolves. I think there's only about 3 of them. There can only be 2 other ordinary villagers. There's just as many werewolves as there are ordinary villagers. Yes, he could be the seer. Yes, he could be the hoodlum. But I just think there's more going on than Rob being a villager.
I'm sorry. Oh, I thought it was this is if you agree they should be killed, and this is that you don't think they should be killed.
Yeah.
The other way around.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
this means leave. This means die.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
used to other games that do it the other way around.
That's an honest mistake. Yeah.
I didn't want Rob to die.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna nominate Adam just to get him talking. That's the only way to get Adam.
That's what I was thinking.
Every game, dude. Come on. let the man be. Okay.
He's either a seer or a werewolf.
So it's gonna be Adam nominated. Joseph
Does
nominated.
anyone want to second it?
Oh yeah,
I'll-
sorry.
It's only the
Okay.
second vote. It's only the second vote, so I don't want to.
I'll second it too.
Okay, Adam, what's your defense?
I'm just a normal werewolf. The one thing I was thinking is,
That's like.
did I just say werewolf?
great.
Did I just say werewolf?
Oh my god, I love it. Let's vote.
I am not a werewolf. Okay. Even if I did say it, I am not. I'm a villager. What I was going to say is for the amulet holder, if they are a regular villager, would it be a benefit for them to say it so then we know who not to give it to later? Because if you're a regular villager, you're not coming out with, that you're the seer and you won't be able to be protected later. I was just thinking if you're a regular villager and you have the amulet, would it be okay to say that so we don't waste a vote on you? Plus, we'll know later on not to give the amulet back to you.
How would you know that that's true?
Maybe villager.
Right. Well, that's Adam's defense. So let's have a vote on Adam. And so this time I will just say whether it's the vote he's alive or dead,
He's
whether
dead or
successful
alive.
or failed.
Yeah.
I won't
It might be
say
obvious.
numbers.
also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay.
Wow.
Elliot, can I see your thumb? Sorry, please.
Oh wow.
Sorry. Sorry.
Let me just move my.
Okay, so which side's the mayor on?
Okay, hang on a second, because this is going to take a bit of maths.
Well, it basically passed, even if there's a mayor in there.
Well, no, if there's a mayor's on the other side, it's 6-6, and that's no kill, right?
Oh yeah, it could be 6-6. That's true.
So we get info here.
It's 6 down and
5 up.
Is
Five
it
up.
6 down, 5 up? I thought it was 5 down. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3,
Men's 10 looks like a
4,
second thumb.
5, 6. Yes. Well, it has failed. You have failed to kill him, Adam. The vote has not passed. He is still alive.
So it tied.
Oh, it tied. Yeah. Ooh.
well, it was actually one more than on the because it was 7.
Right,
to
but with the mayor vote,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
tied. The mayor had a thumb up.
Has
Okay,
anyone
so-
voted down on that? I've got some of them.
I voted down because I don't think Adam would say he's a werewolf.
Oh wow!
That's what I
Why
thought.
was that? No, he was
Slip
I
of the
think
tongue.
Yeah.
I got Joseph,
But-
Steve, Rich, and Alyssa voting down. Who have I missed?
I think it's that word werewolf on his screen.
Yeah,
just
I
threw him
voted down.
off.
I didn't expect that
As well.
people were gonna just.
I wasn't gonna kill him until he said that.
Yeah.
I will
I mean-
say that for some reason my internet is having issues, so I was kind of paying attention to that. Like right now, I can only see like half of you, so I don't
Okay.
know what's going on with my computer. So I was trying to fix that, so I wasn't really thinking when I was talking. But
What game am I playing?
I am
Werewolf?
a
I'm
villager.
a werewolf.
I'm a villager, so I'm glad that you all
Okay.
saved me. I apologize.
So Simon, how would we do it? Would you take a nomination about not having a kill the third night then? Would
If
that
you
be
want
by
to,
nomination?
vote for it, is there a second for having a no kill?
So Steve,
I'm not saying that I.
Okay, sorry. If you, yeah, if
I'm
you
just asking how would we do it?
Yeah, I
Who
do it
would
the same.
vote?
as
The
Tom.
third
I-
nomination, is that the third vote,
No.
or because I just saw
No, it's not.
Tom's, well, the recent one that
Yeah.
posted
So what if
said
the
that was catch
third vote?
22 and just they did a vote if it passed to kill.
Yeah. What we would do is we'd do a vote not to kill anybody if you wanted to, and if that passed, we would go straight to sleep. If it didn't pass, we would have to have a vote to kill somebody. However,
Okay.
that could still fail to happen, and we would still go to
Correct.
sleep. Okay, and we're probably going to need
I
one of
played
those
a bit
happening
with
soon.
Steve, and I think that's suspicious.
Yeah. You think? Well, I mean, I'm afraid of killing. You know, it's a random kill. I'm afraid of killing the seer or somebody who can help the villagers.
It's especially the way you said it. It wasn't like you proposed it. You
Oh,
were like
I'm not
throwing it out
proposing.
there.
Right. I want to know. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think it's an alternative without a Sasquatch. You know, where I don't think we definitely would have to have a kill. I think it's an alternative to consider.
But like a werewolf, it's better for you if someone else, if you just give someone the ID and they go for it, then that's better for you. You can hide that way.
If you do what?
Like when I'm a werewolf, which I'm not
Yeah.
right now, if I want to, like, let's say just for example here, I want to get Daniel killed. I'm not gonna nominate Daniel. I'm gonna say like, oh, I think Daniel is a suspect, because then I hope someone else picks up on that and nominates Daniel. And then when Daniel dies and he was a villager, then everybody is not looking at me because I was not the one nominating, right? So that's like second level. Like,
Yeah, I like the example
Are you doing
though.
that right now?
I'm going to hear
But I
I
get a
need to
sudden
hear a
suspicion. I
nomination
wanna-
for somebody.
What if Steve? What if I have maybe let's say suspicion to someone? Would you want to hear me out?
I mean,
Before
right
we-
now it's too early. I
I
would.
would wanna hear
Right
a
now it's too
nomination.
early to have.
I want to hear
It
what
would
you're
be too early to have. It would,
I like
you
it.
know, I think it's too early to have real suspicions. You know,
I
What
need
if-
to say that,
if you do, then you're a better player than I am because.
No. I'm going judging by the nominations and the votes, maybe.
Exactly. I mean, you know, we know maybe you could start figuring out who the mayor is or not doing that. I agree.
I'm not
It's not
gonna
a good
say
idea
that.
not to. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. It's not to do that. Adam had a slip of the tongue in most of the games I played of. That is enough to get you killed. You know, that's just how the game goes. And you know, do I have anybody who I really have any suspicion of yet? The only person who voted down on the first nomination, taking Alyssa getting it mixed up, was Elliot. So
Well, I'm between Alyssa,
know.
Elliot, and Rob. Those three.
Okay, I
something
will.
I
I
wanted
think I'm going to say.
I originally
The
suggested.
nomination almost immediately, please.
Well, I was just going to say, not. I don't think we should not kill anyone the first night because I'd forgotten about the cursed. And the more we allow the werewolves to kill, the more chance that we'll get another werewolf. So I think
It's true.
So,
Okay, so I can't nominate again.
I'll
because
nominate
I-
Steve.
Who nominated Steve, please?
I'll nominate Steve.
No.
Colton. Thank
I
you.
don't think
Is there
that's
a
the right
Please
second?
don't. Please don't.
Is there a second?
I don't think that's the right move, really.
Yeah.
I have an 80% werewolf right now.
I was going to nominate Adam again.
Okay, Rob nominates Adam again. Is
Is-
there a second?
Is it?
I'll second it.
He's the only
Oh.
person
Okay. Adam, what's your defense again? Sorry.
I'm a villager. I don't want to give up too much information, but I would say you don't want to vote me out if you're a villager.
Okay. Thumbs ready, please. Okay. 3, 2, 1, vote.
Looks like it's.
We have
6
another.
up and 5 down.
We have another tie, and so Adam is alive, and we go straight to sleep.
Thanks.
And mute.
I am sorry. Okay, thank you. Right, amulet holder, please could you wake up? Who would you like to pass the amulet on to? Okay, thank you very much. Amulet holder, go to sleep. Werewolves wake up, or werewolf, or whatever. Please, who would you like to kill? If there are more than one of you, please sort of, decide amongst yourselves. Okay. Thank you. Werewolves, go to sleep. Seer, who would you like to look at? Thank you, Seer. Please go to sleep. Troublemaker, wake up. Would you like to have 2 killings tomorrow? Okay, Troublemaker, go to sleep. Okay, everyone just stay asleep. I'm going to message the person who is getting the amulet. And everybody wake up. Okay, it was a very peaceful night in Great Snoring. There was lots of snoring going on. However, some of the snoring was not actually snoring. It was the screams of death of Daniel, I'm afraid. Daniel, you are dead.
Okay.
Thank you. And Daniel was the hoodlum.
Oh. Oh, okay. So, I thought you were going to say villager then. But
No, because it's
Just because I'm not breaking any rules. How dare you, village?
it was a different role. It's the same as like the timer.
it's their own.
I
own
realised I
cheeking,
didn't say that at the start, but yes, it's
That's interesting.
Yes. Okay.
That's interesting. Okay, I had Daniel down 95% as a villager. So.
Well, I think he was
Well, he was 5%
hoodlum.
hoodlum.
Somebody else. So I think two of the people he went for were probably in that.
So, Joseph, I don't understand. You were coming out for that we have to have a kill the first that day, and on the third vote, you voted to save.
Yeah,
So
I think I know. I think I know what Adam is. That's the thing. Like he could just be saying this, obviously, but I kind of felt like when he said, like, you don't want to kill me, and there's one role that makes sense for not killing. So,
although I do find
it was a hard choice. It was a hard choice.
Yeah, although I do does make me wonder a little that the werewolves didn't pick on him last night. Although they could just be trying to throw us off, so I'm really confused now.
I think he still has some suspicion. He's not worth killing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I think they killed Daniel because Daniel started accusing people. He mentioned some names I know.
Who did he throw under the bus? Did he?
I didn't write it down, but it was Alyssa and
one.
two more. Was
probably the people he picked as the
Elliot
hoodlum.
and Rob.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask a clarifying question real quick?
Yeah.
Do we have 3 trials to go through during the daytime, or
Correct.
or one
well,
kill?
if somebody is killed on the first or second vote, then we go to sleep. We only have 3 votes if it goes to the third vote and nobody's been killed in the second or first votes.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question about the amulet during the day. If we vote to kill the person who has the amulet, I know it protects them, but then do we kill someone else or do we go to sleep?
You will immediately go to sleep.
Okay. So it ends.
So that's really bad. Then we miss a chance to kill a werewolf. So
Who nominated Adam last night? The second for the third nomination, but his second time he's on the block.
Rob.
Okay.
And Alyssa second.
Yeah, because I noticed Alyssa seconded it pretty quick. She seemed pretty eager to just nominate someone other than.
I think I was agreeing that we needed to make a kill, because if you don't make a kill during the day, it just seems like a big waste.
But I nominated Steve, and that just got sat on.
I was being convinced by lots of different people, and the most recent thing I think that was said was that if we don't kill during the day, it's kind of risky.
Okay, I just thought that was a little suspicious.
I don't know. Are we gonna ignore the whole Adam thing, or do we want to investigate that more?
Or
Yeah, that's hard.
You mean just because he said?
We're just gonna let him slide for claiming to be a werewolf.
Yeah, I almost feel like, because I think Adam might be a role, but he could also be a werewolf. So
right.
I think as well, like Joseph says, if he is a good role, then we could keep him around and still.
Well, that's but how would we get it? We have to figure that out for everybody.
Given the seer would have the same suspicions we were, I don't feel the need to go after him unless someone is very convinced it's him.
I don't think he's the seer though, but like if I thought he was, I would never mention anything about it because I don't want to draw attention to him. I think he's a not important role, but still.
I think if he was the seer, he probably checked himself to see if he really was a werewolf.
Yeah.
I nominate Adam. On body language alone.
Okay, Rich nominates Alan. Is there a second?
Nope.
Is there a second? Nope. Okay. Carry on then.
Well, does anybody have any information they want to share, or?
Yeah, no, normally I wouldn't do this, but I am going to tell you who my 80% werewolf is, because of reasons. So Alyssa, I think you're a werewolf. How do you react to that?
I think it's a bit of a big statement to make, considering we really don't have very much information about anything. There's really not much that's happened yet for anyone to have an 80% conviction, I would say.
Or are you going to confirm the other 20% for us?
I mean, I can see a bit where you're coming from. Given Daniel got killed and he gave a list of 3 and I know it's not me, I'm left with 2 people I'm suspicious of.
I couldn't even remember that he'd said that.
Hang on, he died. He was the hoodlum, so he wanted 2 people to die for him to win.
Oh, so his So sorry. So 2 of the 3 people he said are probably the people he wanted.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So
But
there's
they're not bad. They're not bad kills still.
there's no
Who
information.
did he-
Maybe
who did he
his
say- Who
maybe his
did he?
suspicion was
Who did he say?
unjust.
Yeah, who
It's
did
Lisa,
I
Elliot,
think he
and
said
Rob.
me, Lisa, and Elliot.
Yeah.
So Rob, Lisa, Elliot.
Yeah. That doesn't
But
clear
that-
you guys though, because he didn't.
No,
know
that
who
doesn't
was-
clear you at all
Yeah.
because Hoodlum doesn't know who he picks. If
It
he
just
picks
makes his
We're not gonna win
suspicion
now,
maybe
so
less
it doesn't-
valid, but
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really give us any information. The only thing I would say is that if
He
we
wanted
were,
him dead.
I think it's a rookie werewolf move to go for somebody who accused you if you're a werewolf.
Is anybody keeping track of votes?
I started, but then
Not
I was
on
just going to
paper,
ask
I am.
just no.
if anybody knows or if anybody will say who voted for me both times to die, because I know I'm a villager. So if someone voted both times to kill me, I would be suspect of them. If anybody has that information.
I was kill on the first and I saved you on the second. And I think Joseph was the same way.
I was the other way round. So kill them. Sorry, save then kill. Just
I
because.
think Alyssa was kill on both.
Someone on the day and it was the first vote.
Steve and Alyssa were killed.
Lisa was saved.
No, I think it was on 1, and then up on the second.
Are you sure?
Was Rich down both times?
Yeah, why would you were
I'm
you're
gonna
going
be right
after us
back.
for voting to save on the second.
Don't kill me. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry.
Steve, you're claiming that you voted to save him on the second because you were giving Joseph grief for voting to save on the third vote. So you definitely
That wasn't
voted
the
to kill
third.
on
That wasn't
second.
on the third vote.
Correct.
Was it? Yeah. Okay.
So you
well,
voted
if I'm-
you voted to kill Adam on both votes then.
it's
Yeah, the
possible.
second
When he
and
said he
third
was a
votes were
were
both
when he
for
said he
me.
was a werewolf,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Just remember the pattern of where people are on my screen, and that's how I remember who voted what.
Yeah.
And I think Steve and Alyssa both voted down on both.
Okay.
I tried to record it, and I have Steve, Alyssa, and Rich both voting down for both.
By
Yeah,
the
that
time
sounds right.
Joseph comes back, I'd like to have a nomination, please.
Yeah, the other thing that sort of saves something a little in my book is the fact that he said he's an ordinary werewolf, and I know I'm more used to sort of other variants, but ordinary people always pop before villager. They always go together. People rarely talk about ordinary werewolves.
Right.
Until you get
It
to
was, like I said, it was a slip. And we don't have any roles for the werewolves. So all the werewolves are ordinary werewolves. Like I said, I was trying to figure out what was going on with my computer.
I'm not saying I'm not
I
still
understand it's suspect.
suspicious of Adam, but if I was to see it, it's the first person I'd check. So I'm very happy to, unless someone's.
I agree with that. I think the seer would be backing this subtly because it's very easy to jump on Adam now. So I agree that I did think Adam is suspicious.
Okay, so as I said, Joseph's back. Am I going to get? I'd like a nomination. Is anyone going to nominate?
So are you
please?
claiming to be the seer that you see in Adam?
I'm not claiming that. I'm saying that I think the seer would very easily be able to subtly back the idea that it was Adam because he's had so much suspicion. But given that it's not really happening, that we're kind of, a lot of us are moving away from that, I think it's unlikely that he's suspicious.
well, a lot of uncertainty. That's why it was, I think, a tie vote, right, both times.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to get a vote now, or are we all just going to go to
So
sleep?
who would you vote for, Alyssa? Do you have any suspicion?
If I'd only like base it on sort of body language and things like that. I don't know.
So we haven't heard anything from Adrian. What are your thoughts?
Oh, he had a monologue when you were gone.
Oh.
yeah. I'm not going to repeat that now, but I've been looking at Elliot since he did that down vote on the very first vote. And Alyssa said she did the wrong way around, but yeah, I'm looking at Elliot, maybe Rich, not me.
Okay, is there going to be a nomination?
I'll nominate Alyssa.
Okay, is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Alyssa, what's your defense, please?
Well, I think people were suspicious of me because Daniel suggested I might be a werewolf. I haven't played this before, but I played One Night Ultimate Werewolf a lot and Avalon a lot, and I think, like Rob said, it's a rookie error if you're a werewolf to go for someone that suggested it was you. So it's not something I would ever do. I think it would be a very stupid thing to do, and I hope now that you know that, you can maybe think that I would not have done that had I been a werewolf.
Okay, thank you. So thumbs ready, please.
This is vote 1.
This is vote 1. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay.
Should fail.
The vote fails. Alyssa, you're still alive.
I didn't count, but it looked like it was close. Even with the mayor's vote, it failed.
Yeah.
It was 3 to 7, so the mayor wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, I think the mayor was on the team.
Okay, gonna need another nomination. No, please.
Would there be a reason for the mayor or the prince to come out, or yeah?
Just so we got someone we know is on the villager team.
Okay, I'm gonna nominate. I'm not gonna nominate Rob. That is a terrible suggestion. It's only a werewolf that would suggest that. Why would the mayor come out? That's like we lose our double vote.
Okay, is there a second for Rob?
I'll second for
Who was that, please? Was that Rich?
I like that. Rich is seconding for Rob.
Okay, thanks, Rich. Okay, Rob, what's your defense, please?
So, I mean, it was me asking the question, and if nobody else, if you all said that it was a bad idea, then we wouldn't have done it. I've never played this before, and I've never seen half the roles, so I just have no idea what would be the best thing for them to do. The mayor coming out, I'm still not completely sure. I don't know why it would necessarily be a bad idea, because there's one guaranteed villager, and I don't think the werewolves would kill the mayor because they're still looking for the seer. But then I suppose you're saying that it endangers the seer more to have one ruled out.
Okay.
Yeah, if I were a werewolf, I would kill the mayor instantly.
Right.
The mayor instantly. So then that would be a good thing.
I mean, seer is random, but as soon as the werewolves know some role, they're just gonna go for that. Obviously.
Right.
But
Let's see your thumbs then, please. We've had the defense. Let's have the votes now, please. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay. That is not enough. Rob is still alive.
So it was a tie, but then it was broken by the This is really interesting. The whole vote. I like the poll because now the voting gets so interesting.
Okay.
So I think I know some stuff, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, me too.
So given his voting pattern and recent nomination, I'd like to first Rich. I'd like to get him on trial.
I second that.
Okay, thank you. And seconds, Rich, what is your defense, please?
Well, I'm also new to the neighborhood, and just walking around on a simple villager, trying not to cause any trouble and usurp anybody's role. So just trying to get through the day.
Okay, thank you, Rich. Thumbs ready, please. Right.
And this is the third nomination.
This is the third nomination. 3, 2, 1, vote.
Rich should vote himself, though. But it's
yeah,
not
Rich, you
matter.
can vote to keep yourself alive if you'd like to.
It doesn't look like it's going to matter.
Yes, I'm afraid it doesn't matter. I'm afraid Rich has been killed, and Rich is a villager. Everybody go to sleep, please.
And so I leave the game.
You can still watch. If you could just turn
camera.
off your camera, please. You can still watch and listen in if you want to. But if you could just turn off your camera, thank you. Right. So that wasn't so good. We've killed off a villager. Very unsuccessful village so far. Right. Anyway, let's see. Could the holder of the amulet wake up, please? And tell me who you would like to pass it on to. Okay, thank you, amulet holder. Please go to sleep. Could the werewolves wake up, please? Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you. Werewolves go to sleep. Please could the seer wake up? Who would you like to know about? Okay, seer, thank you. Please go to sleep. And troublemaker wake up. Would you like to have 2 kills? Okay, thank you, troublemaker. Go to sleep. Right. Just going to type in the name of the person who's getting the amulet now, if there is still an amulet. Okay. And thank you. Everybody can wake up. Okay, it was another nasty night in the village. I'm afraid there has been another death. Joseph, you have been killed. Except, I'm afraid that Joseph is a villager.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, we haven't had the curse turned at least, right? Because there'd be a no kill if the curse turned. So we have that going for us.
There would be a no kill if the amulet protected somebody or if the curse turned.
Right, so see, people are dying, so we know we haven't gained any more werewolves. So that's a good sign, I guess.
Yeah, so what I also note is that Joseph nominated at various points both Adam and Alyssa.
Okay.
Simon, if Rich were the cursed, would you have just said he was a villager when he died?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, the only role I'd say was the hoodlum.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say
or werewolf.
Or werewolf. Sorry.
So, would the seer have 3 nights of information?
Yes.
Might it be worth
If they're still alive, of course.
If the seer is still alive, I mean, if
Yeah,
they
the
have
people they've
3
seen are still alive.
right? But if they have 3 nights of information and come out with the information, that would be 4 pieces of information.
Yeah, that'd be half the village clear.
That would be pretty good. So, you know, I'd like to see the seer come out.
Because you're a werewolf?
No, because I think that we would know either a bunch of villagers, or we would know a werewolf or 2, and you know, there's a good chance that when we kill people that, or we could have already killed the seer, but sooner or later the seer will die, and take all the information with them.
Right.
So it's a balance.
Just a gamble.
And the person who has the amulet can pass it to him too.
Yeah, that's true.
Provided they haven't had the amulet already.
Does anyone want to claim that they have the amulet or have had it? I don't know. Is that information? That seems like safe information, right? I mean, I don't know what that's worth. Because I mean, being afraid of being sent it and destroying it wouldn't matter, because you could just not pass it if a werewolf's had it. So I don't think there's any reason to not share that.
I'm pretty sure that if the amulet still exists and the seer comes out, that the amulet would get passed to the seer.
That's an if the amulet exists, though. I
And
don't
they
think
haven't
the
already
seer should
had
come
it.
out. If the seer
I think that's a pretty
seen at least
that's a
Maybe
pretty good bet with
Yeah, but
this
that's-
number
that's-
with 2, 4, 6 with 8 people left. That's a pretty good bet.
Does anybody have the amulet?
Yeah, that's what we need
That's
to
what I
find
want to
out
know.
first before we find out the seer. We need to find out
Right.
if it still exists.
And
Yeah,
I think
I
as you
have
say
it.
at this point in time, with 8 people left, I'm not going to need seconds for.
Yeah, I have the
Okay.
I have the amulet, and I would gladly pass it on to the seer.
No,
So does anybody else
hang on,
wanna?
Wait. We have to trust that first.
Fine.
I think it's a werewolf.
I guess the
If that's a lie, we know a werewolf.
You would know it. You would
Okay.
know it very quickly, because if the seer comes out
Yeah.
and the seer has the amulet the next day and they're alive, you would know that I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
that-
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll buy it because I'm the seer and I checked Steve last night, and so Steve is good. And I checked Alyssa previously, and Alyssa's a werewolf. I tried to hint towards her, and it didn't go very well. I checked Joseph before, and he was he was cleared. So since I just text Steve, and I know Steve's good, and shouldn't have any other ulterior motives, the hoodlum's out.
Yeah, and
I'll
Colton will
trust him
have
to
at
share that
least.
with me.
Colton will
And
have
we
one
should,
more
we should
night.
kill Alyssa.
Yeah, because Colton will have one more night at least, because I'm going to pass him the amulet.
And if I
Okay,
win a
you
1
know-
out of
you know-
5 finding the other werewolf, I won't die.
Nominate
Exactly.
Alyssa.
Colton, have you had the amulet before?
I have not. That's why.
Okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have
Okay,
done it.
I was just
I really hope not. I mean, I just haven't looked at chat. Have I had it? I haven't passed it, so
Yeah, can I nominate Alyssa?
that'd be embarrassing.
Okay, as I said,
Okay.
no seconds needed, so we have a
I haven't
vote
had the amulet.
for Alyssa. Alyssa, what's your defense, please?
Easy.
I like the game and I want to stay.
Sorry to call you out.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Let's see your votes in 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay, I'm afraid Alyssa has been killed, and Alyssa was a werewolf. Okay. Go to sleep.
Excellent.
Go to sleep, please. Okay. Could the holder of the amulet wake up, please? And who would you like to pass it on to, please? Okay, thank you very much. Amulet holder, go to sleep, please. Werewolf or werewolves, wake up, please. Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you very much. Werewolves, go to sleep. Seer, wake up, please. Who would you like to know about? Okay, thank you, Seer. Seer, go to sleep, please. Troublemaker, wake up, please. Would you like? Okay, thank you very much. Troublemaker, go to sleep. Right, everyone, just wait a second as I message the person, if there is a person who's getting the amulet. Okay. Right. Thank you, everybody. You can wake up. Except for, I'm afraid, Adrian. Adrian, you have been killed by the werewolves. And Adrian was a villager. Okay.
Okay.
What info did you get, Colton?
Elliot's clear. Um,
Yeah, I
And
knew
I-
that.
I think I trust Adam because I know that Alyssa voted to kill Adam on that third vote.
And I will say I gave Steve the amulet. After the first night, someone gave it to me. I'm thinking it may have been Joseph because he trusted me and he thought the werewolves might come after me because I was suspicious and slipped. But I had it and I gave it to Steve. So
Okay.
Okay, we're doing pretty well here. If we know that it's Colton
So I'm
Sear,
between
if you checked
Matt and
out
Rob.
Elliot, if you checked and Adam, we think is pretty good. We know that I had the amulet, so we've limited. Really, we have Matt and Rob, right? Left.
Discord things are distracting me.
Okay, and okay.
Steve, are you the mayor?
I
I'm
think
not.
Matt's calling his defense attorney.
You're not?
I'm
Okay,
not.
I nominate Matt. I nominate Matt.
I realized I should have said something at the start. There will be 2 votes today. Sorry, I should have said that.
I wasn't sure if if you were going to tell us that. Okay.
We should just be able to kill both of them and then.
If we got 2 votes, I am comfortable with the idea then of killing off Matt and Rob and seeing where we stand afterwards, unless either of them say anything to persuade me otherwise.
And if it's Adam, then man, I really am getting upset.
If Steve's not the mayor, then Rob is, I believe, from my record. So that means Matt has to be the werewolf.
Okay. So are we nominating Matt? Nominate Matt.
I nominate Matt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Matt, what's your defense?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's,
Missed on your phone call.
thank you, that's my
Phone
job.
call real
Matt, what's
quick.
your defense?
Yeah, easy, Colton. Well,
Notice the baby isn't there anymore.
I know. Waited for the right opportunity. No, I'm just a regular villager at this point. New to this virtual space, so trying to get a feel for things, but I do have my fair share of werewolf/mafia games under my belt. Sorry, did Rob say that he is the mayor?
Yeah.
He admitted to that, and we don't have any confirmation of that, correct? It's just his word.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
But if it follows the voting pattern, that he could still be. That's what my notes show.
Yeah, because there was one vote where him, Colton, Steve, and myself voted together, but it ended up being a tie. So one of us had to be the mayor. Colton's not, Steve's not, I'm not, so it has to be Rob.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I'm the troublemaker. I'm the one who set this up for 2 votes.
I assume so.
Yeah, sorry about that, Steve. I should have said it right at the start. But there were 2
That's
votes.
okay. It's just I figured it had to be one or the other. So.
Okay. Right. So voting for Matt, please. And 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay, that's pretty unanimous, I'm afraid. Matt has been killed, and Matt was a werewolf, and Matt was the last werewolf. So the villagers win. Congratulations, villagers.
Yay!
Well done.
I did it.
Well done.
Survived the game.
Well done.
I was the cursed. That's why I said I was the werewolf at the beginning. I was cursed.
You weren't sure which team you were on.
I just
Where's my
totally
loyalty
slipped.
lie?
Completely.
So what happened
slipped.
actually?
Alright, make my sandwich.
Right. So
Adam,
if
can you
just-
guess who gave you the amulet?
Okay. Do you want? If
I
I,
thought
just
it
go
was
through
Joseph, but was it you, Daniel?
It was me, but I was thinking about destroying it because I was the hoodlum. I was
Okay.
like, I want people to die, but then I was like, let's just pass it on and see what happens.
The timing
so
worked
if
out.
I go, I'm going to mute
Sure, it
you
was
all, and then
great,
I'm going
though.
to go through the roles. Okay.
Okay.
So, Joseph was the prince. Unfortunately, he was killed at night, so he didn't get to live. I almost let out that he did, and I almost screwed up there, but I think I got away with it if you didn't notice. Elliot was a villager. Adrian was a villager. Steve was the troublemaker. As he said, he was the one who chose the 2 votes the last night. Colton was the seer. Rich was a villager. Rob was the mayor. Alyssa was a werewolf. Matt was a werewolf. Adam was the cursed werewolf, as he said. And Daniel had the amulet, and he was the hoodlum.
That's a great role to give the amulet to night one, though.
Yeah, and I
was just
apologise,
thinking
Daniel,
about it.
as
I was
well, because I
50-50.
kind of laughed at the
But
start when I said, Amulet, go to sleep, and then Hoodlum, wake up, and I realised it was you, and I laughed a bit, and I apologise for that.
But when Adam passed it to me, that broke open the game. Okay, because we were able to get Colton to come out as the seer.
I mean, I'm just glad I checked you, because otherwise that would have been.
Yeah, exactly. But if you've played with me, you'd pretty much, I think, know if I tell
Well,
you
I haven't,
something.
but I've seen you in videos, and I don't know.
Okay, I suppose that's a good thing too.
I'm glad you thought you were. I thought I had you on like 50% werewolf, Steve.
For me?
Yeah, I had you on my 55% list, Joseph.
I'm glad that
I also felt like
Elliot.
After I died and before spoiling myself on the next night, I was like, Joseph, it has to be the werewolf.
I was
But
glad
nope.
Daniel died, because I was going to have to check him, because he's too good of a
That's
liar.
what I didn't understand,
Daniel,
Joseph.
Daniel, do you want to say who you chose to be the two people?
Sure,
with skill?
Lisa and Rob. And I was like, but still, when I said that my suspicions were on Elliot, Lisa, and Rob, I was really suspecting them, though.
So
really
Joseph,
did.
when you were coming out
I was
for
not
we had
lying
to
there.
kill somebody the first day, then you voted up. That just confused me.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
what-
I never do that usually, but I really got this gut feeling that Adam was something good. I was thinking he might be the mayor. So I was like, I don't want to kill him this early.
Wait, who confused you, Steve? I didn't get
He
that.
would have been a
Joseph
good
did.
Joseph.
I
Joseph
already-
confused
yeah.
me.
But I also I felt, I'm always aggressive in the game, but I felt like because I was the prince, I could be super aggressive, because if you try to kill me in the day, you're just going to find out, oh, I'm still here, I'm the prince, and then you're not going to kill me anymore. So I could be as aggressive as I wanted to. I was planning to be even more aggressive the next day, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was a good chance the werewolves would kill me too. That's the other thing. I didn't want to have the amulet not be able to pass it on.
I got a feeling about Alyssa early, and then I was thinking that I should just accuse you, because and what I do then is like I accuse you, but I don't look at you. I look at everyone else to see like how is everyone reacting to that accusation, and like I couldn't get anything out
about being aggressive, and you don't have to worry as the prince. That's why, because I made the decision to kill you, and I was just getting scared of everything you were saying.
Yeah, I understand that. I knew I was on the list.
Yeah.
I was kind of it is what it is. Like I think if you play aggressive, then you're gonna die most of the time.
Yeah,
Till the game
being
ends.
helpful, I guess.
Why did you kill me, though?
Who said that? Sorry, Daniel.
Yeah.
Again, it's like if I'm just when I get a feel. Well, actually, we both coincidentally chose you. But when I just get a feeling of someone that's just I'm just a bit scared of in the game.
Word on the street in Europe is that Daniel is dangerous.
Later you said it would be stupid of the werewolves to kill Daniel.
You know what was
he accused you. Honestly, I'd forgotten who accused me because
I didn't know. Yeah,
but yeah,
the funniest thing was actually I was thinking about putting 2 out of 3 people within Matt, Elisa, and Rob, and I was like, which 2 am I gonna put on the list? And I chose Elisa and Rob. Imagine if I chose Elisa and Matt. That would be, and I didn't die, right? That would be great if I had both of the werewolves without even knowing on the list.
Does the hoodlum alone win in that case?
No, the hoodlum would win with the villagers or the werewolves,
Okay.
depending on who had the side.
And he has to be alive at the end.
Right.